Speaking of dreaming, the next track on the project, Pink+White, feels and sounds like a dream. In this song, Frank is a little bit more mature and wiser after help from the song's muse teaching him how to accept things in his situations as they are. In the song, Frank describes how the color of the sky is completely out of his control. Today, the color happens to be pink and white, which is beautiful to him, but tomorrow it could be another color, and that's okay. Then he compares this realization to his muse, saying,
"It's the same way you showed me. Nod my head, don't close my eyes. Halfway on a slow move. It's the same way you showed me."
The person Frank is singing about taught him to accept that he can't impose his will on other people. With their help, Frank learns to embrace what he can't control, including his love for the person he sings about. So he nods his head and doesn't close his eyes, symbolizing he's learned to say yes to a situation instead of fearing what he can't ultimately control.
Okay, boom, I'll make this quick. I have a Patreon where you can support Spacial for as little as $1 a month, and trust me when I say it makes a huge difference when in numbers. My goal is to hit 100 $1 patrons, and every bit of support helps me keep making these deep dives bigger and better. If you're rocking with what I do, hit the link in the description and join the Patreon community. Okay, back to the breakdown.
Besides the realization Frank sings about, the song Pink+White is absolutely beautiful from a sonic standpoint. The song just feels like love personified, with its bubbly bass and dancing piano completely engulfing the track, and this is all accompanied by a buttery sounding guitar. Then there's these subtle synths that slowly build tension as Frank comes to a realization, only to disappear, audibly displaying that the anxiety Frank had about letting go was all in his head. Towards the end of the song, we're also blessed with some beautiful harmonies from Beyonce, which is absolutely angelic on its own. The song ends with Frank and a listener wiser and at peace for accepting the situation.
Pink+White paints a dreamy, nostalgic picture of a love that once was, but what happens when that dream fades and you're left dealing with the reality of being alone? Solo dives deep into the struggle between loneliness and independence, escape and isolation. You can watch that breakdown here, or if you want to see my full deep dive on Blonde, you can check out the full video on my main channel, Spacial.